Hello everyone, and welcome once again to an unboxing on iBasiac. Yes, a vacuum cleaner. Surprise, surprise, I'll be unboxing today this Vax Air Silence Powerhead. A quiet clean with powerful performance, according to the box. Designed in the UK but made in the People's Republic of China. It says on the box, why buy me? Well, it says it has multi-cyclonic technology, large bin capacity, HEPA media filter, powered head cleans deep into carpet pile, and a 6-year guarantee. So here we go. The model number, if you're interested, is C86-AW-PHE. It's a very big hefty box that I had to carry upstairs. So let's have a look. Here we go, everything nicely packaged. I'm looking at that for reference in case I have to put it back in the box very soon. Right, let's have a look then. First thing out of the box is, and I've never seen this sort of head before, I've never had experience of this particular Vax head. This is your standard carpet and floor nozzle. Seems quite good actually. Of course it's all plastic. There is a large red litter picker, just a single one. And you've got your main suction channel, of course. A foot operated switch on the top to lower the brush at the front and the squeegee at the back. 2 wheels at the back of the head, none at the front. Swivel action, and of course the little bracket for slotting it into the parking slot on the machine. So that would be used for your hard floors and any lightweight rugs that don't require the power head. Right, underneath there, what have we got now? A multi-tool. Not a fan of multi-tools. This one doesn't look bad. This way, it's an upholstery tool. You can see there's a red litter picker all the way round for dealing with pet hairs. Now if we press the little button on the side, I believe it should slide off. We've got a crevice tool, and then if we pop that round that way, then we have a dusting tool. And I think that will slide up there, so we can use the crevice tool like that. So that's the 3-in-1 tool for your above the floor cleaning. Next is a telescopic extension tube. This actually carries an electrical cable at the back that takes the power to the powered head. It's telescopic, so I've got a little orange lever here, or switch, so we can pull out. There we go, a little bit stiff, and pull it out to the full length. And at the other end here we've got a little catch to enable us to remove the main floor tool or the powered head. You just press down the button to release the nozzle. So there we go. Next we've got the hose. So it's a power hose. This is the end that goes into the cleaner. And if you look, there is here the little connection that connects up to the machine that provides power all the way through the hose, and of course to the power nozzle, which I'm about to show you. So out comes the hose. Looks fairly short. Here's the handle, looks quite comfortable. Now you have an on-off switch on the handle, but it doesn't turn the vacuum on and off, unfortunately. All this little red on-off switch does is turn the power head on and off. You can use the power head on hard floors with the brushes off, so you'd need it in the off position. For your carpet cleaning, obviously you'd have it in the on position. There's a suction control here, this little orange slide control, so that just opens up a vent It doesn't control the speed of the motor or anything. So for lighter rugs and for doing your delicate items like curtains, you'd have it on minimum, or fully closed for intensive cleaning of carpets. So that seems fairly comfortable. It does swivel all the way. Does it swivel at the other end? Let's check. No, it's fixed at this end, but it does swivel at the handle end. Okay, here is the power head. Looks similar to the power head that's supplied with the Vax Air Revolve. More or less, I think, is the same power head. It's quite heavy. This machine is classed, according to Vax, as a quadruple A, so it gets an A rating for energy use, an A rating for hard floor performance, an A rating for carpet cleaning performance, and an A rating for emissions. That's the amount of dust it lets out into the room, so it gets top marks all round. Quite stiff brushes on this machine, and as you can see, they're designed to sweep the dirt into the middle where we have the main suction. 2 wheels either side. It's clear at the front, so you can see when it's rotating. You can also see if you get it blocked up. There should be a light somewhere on the top, because it should have a cutout. If it's anything like the Air Revolve, if you do get anything caught up in the brush roll, like the fringe of a carpet, or you accidentally suck up a sock, this should switch off automatically, and then all you have to do is clear the obstruction and then turn it on and off again. So that is a very big, hefty power head, something we don't get often in the UK. Cylinder vacuum cleaners, they don't tend to have power heads. There are a few models with power heads, but they're not as common in the UK as they are, say, in the USA. Okay, well, here's the instruction book. And of course there's the energy ratings, the energy sticker, and as I say, it gets A across the board, and it's relatively quiet at 79 decibels, but I don't think that includes the noise of the power head. I think 79 decibels, which is quite quiet, is only for the actual cleaner itself. Right then, I think that's everything out of the box, apart from the cleaner. Move the box out the way. Here it is. Quite smart looking. Finished in a silver and grey colour with orange highlights. It does actually feel, for a Chinese made product, it does feel quite robust. Obviously it's just first impressions. That's quite a nice little bit of detailing. This is the little lever that releases the bag, not the bag, the bag compartment. No, not the bag compartment, what do you call this? The bin! Releases the bin. This is not the carry handle. This is the carry handle at the back of the machine. Also at the back we've got 2 large switches, one for your on-off and the other for your automatic cord rewind. Cord, of course, is on the back, and we rewind it by pressing on the button. It's going to be a little bit sluggish when it's first out of the box. Hopefully it will get better with use. Or is this another faulty one? Well, let's hope that improves after I've used it a bit. It's fresh out of the box, so often the flex rewinds are a little bit slow initially. Hopefully that won't continue. There's an exhaust filter. So obviously, as this gets an A rating for filtration, it means if you've got any allergies to dust, it should be a good model to go for. But of course you are exposed to the allergies as soon as you empty it. But as you're using the machine, the dust that comes out of the back should be cleaner than the air that goes in. So here is a HEPA filter, I assume, and I'll double check for the review, but I assume all these are washable. So that's a little pleated exhaust filter. So that's post motor, So that's where the final exhaust air exits out of the back of the machine through that filter. That just clips in there. I'm doing all this without looking at the instructions. I will of course study them before I do my demo. Here's the parking slot, which enables you to park either the power head or the standard carpet and hard floor head. Two large wheels, fairly smooth running at the back, and there should be a swivel caster. Here we go, underneath. Here's the rating plate at the bottom of the machine, if any of you are interested in that. There we go. Let's check on the wattage. Being an A-rated energy, it will be quite a low wattage machine. 800 watts is the suction motor wattage, but combined with the motor in the power head, which is 120 watts. So it's 920 watts when you're using the power head. So that's still quite a low energy vacuum. Right, that's everything really to show you before I give it a bit of a test. I'm going to open up the bagless unit. Right, I think we do that. There we go. We just go like that and that pops open. And we can see there's another filter here. It says pull. That's just a sponge which can be washed. There's another fabric filter. Both are washable, but make sure they're completely dry before putting them back. Now which way did they go? This way, is it? No, this way. There we go. That's probably not in. No, I think you have to locate it at the bottom first. Yes, there's a little lug. A little bit fiddly. Alright, before switching on I'll check that's in properly. That seems to be okay. There's another little filter here. Is that removable? Oh yes. Out you come. It's another little sponge block, which I'm assuming is again washable. Of course, again make sure it's thoroughly dried before putting it back. This is multi-cyclonic. Looks quite a large capacity. As you can see, the holes at the top signify that it's got multiple cyclones to help filter out the fine dust. To empty the dirt, obviously you can carry it to the bin using the handle, hold it over your bin, and then you've got this little orange switch here. Press that. It's going to need some help initially. There we go. So as I say, it looks quite a large capacity. Now I assume that all this will come out for a more thorough clean. It does. There is a little helpful guide printed there. I'll be showing you all this in the main demo, but that will twist off. Actually, we can do it now. There, it comes out quite easily. I'm assuming that will come apart a little bit more than that as well in order to give it a thorough clean, which is always good. Because although bagless, people might like bagless machines, you do have to maintain them more than a bagged cleaner. In general, a bagged cleaner is easier to look after. You just replace the bag as and when and clean or replace the filters, but in most cases the filters in a bagged vacuum cleaner do tend to stay cleaner for longer. So if you don't want any messy emptying or a lot of maintenance, then to me I believe a bagged cleaner is the way to go. Most people like bagless nowadays, but be aware it can be a messy business maintaining a bagless cleaner. So nice large capacity anyway. Doesn't say how large, but that does mean you should be able to clean for longer without having to empty it all the time. There's some more tips too, just here. As you can see, when we remove the bin, there's a little sticker there that gives you some hints and tips on how to maintain the vacuum. So if you lose your instructions, you have something to refer to. So that goes, let's see, does it go this way? This way it goes on. And I assume that just closes. Does it just close? I'm doing this a bit, you know, blind. I haven't checked the instructions. There we go. So that's clicked nicely into place. Okay, let's pop the hose on. I'll give it a quick go, but of course I'm not going to do a full demo yet, but I will be doing a full demonstration of this vacuum. Seeing how well it performs. Does it match up to its quadruple A rating? Is it convenient? Some cleaners have a good rating for performance, but they don't have any ratings for convenience. That's just something you'll find out for yourself when you get the cleaner home. Or if you watch my videos, I'll give you pointers. I'll give all the pros and cons of this vacuum cleaner. I think, personally, if it's anything like the Vax Air Revolve, I think it'll perform very well, certainly on carpets. But whether it's as convenient as I'd like it to be, it is quite a big machine. It's, oh hang on, press the wrong thing, there we go, that's the one. There. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's plug it in, see how quiet this new Vax cleaner is. I'm just going to switch it on without the power head first so we can judge the noise level of the machine itself. Okay, not as quiet as I was expecting, to be honest. It's quieter than a lot of machines, but I'm used to using a lot of different vacuum cleaners, and I've certainly used vacuum cleaners that are as quiet or quieter. I'm thinking of some of the Miele and Sebo vacuums I've used have certainly sounded quieter than this one, but for a Vax cleaner it is quite quiet. The suction I would judge as mediocre, to be honest, but when combined with this power nozzle with the quite aggressive stiff brushes, I think it will do a good job. Whether it maintains the suction as it fills, I'm not sure, but anyway, let's put the power head on, click that into position, just give it a quick go. The power head will add to the noise of the machine, because as I say, it's two motors, one motor for the suction, which we've just heard, and the other motor obviously powers the rotating brush. Right, I'm just going to give it a quick go with the power nozzle, and that will be the end of the unboxing and first look. But stay tuned, because I will be putting this Vax cleaner through its paces, throwing down a lot of dirt on my carpets and floors, testing it on stairs, testing it on upholstery, seeing how convenient it is to empty, etc. and really giving this a good workout. But I'll just give my first impressions by switching the machine on and then turning the power head on. Now I have to say, because the power head is more or less the same as the power head with the Vax Air Revolve, if you want to see my review of that, you can check my channel. It seems a little bit easier to handle. I think it's because it seems a bit lighter. I prefer this slimmer extension wand. It's a little bit clunky on the Air Revolve model, and I prefer the handle on this. It seems more comfortable. So yes, it does seem more comfortable to use, although it does still have the same disadvantage of the Air Revolve head in the fact that it's not very flexible. Although it does seem slightly more flexible, to be honest. Actually, no, I will have to do a direct comparison, but actually that does seem to move. The neck on it does seem more flexible. Could be my imagination, but that definitely seems an improvement actually. But it doesn't go flat. When you go under your furniture, clean under your furniture, obviously the head lifts up. You have to sort of twist it and then you can drop it down, and then you can go under low furniture, but you have to do it at an angle. There are some cleaners with power heads, such as the SEBO machines, that are much better in this respect, because you can just go like this and you go straight down and the head remains flat to the floor. If you go like that with this machine, the head obviously lifts up off the carpet. You do need to go twist it down, so it's not quite as convenient. But it does seem a little bit more flexible, and it's probably a little bit easier to pull along. But it's still quite a large machine, really. But anyway, first impressions. Obviously, it's noisier with the power head. It's quite a big, bulky looking vacuum cleaner, but it seems okay initially. I think it will do well in the performance tests, but I think it will fall down a bit on the convenience test. It's quite, as I say, it's quite a big machine. If you're having a cylinder, I just prefer the sort of a Miele type shape of a cylinder. They seem more convenient, especially on stairs. This will not stand on its end on a stair, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, watch my review coming up. I'll see how well this does on stairs. You can connect the power head directly to the handle, which means we can give our stairs a really good deep clean, but it might be a little bit awkward. And I can carry the machine. Now, someone's commented, who owns this machine, that they often go to grab it to pick it up by this, which obviously this handle is not for lifting the machine, because as soon as you try and lift the machine with this handle, obviously all that happens is the bin comes out. So you have to be aware of that. The little handle on the front is not for lifting the cleaner, it's just for when you need to empty it. Right, before I go, I'll just rewind the flex. Make sure I unplug the correct lead. I don't want to be unplugging my camera. That's the one, I think. It's all got caught up. There we go. Let's give it a go. I expect it might stop, but yes, it has. Try again. I don't really like these. These aren't very good on first impressions. The on-off switch and the automatic cord rewind button. They're quite smooth and slippery. So if you've got socks on like I have, they don't have a nice grip to them. You know, it's a bit. Go on. Just about, nearly. There we go. Sort of. Not very smooth action, but anyway. It did it in the end. Let's just check the box. There we go. I'm just checking what, see what it's called. I've forgotten. Right. It's an Air Silence Powerhead vacuum cleaner by Vax. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, thumbs up, and check my back catalogue of videos if you're interested in vacuum cleaners, carpet washers, floor washers, and a few other appliances. But stay tuned, I will be doing a full demonstration of this particular model very, very soon. So until the next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.